Hello, anatomy students. We are ready to move on to Module 2 of Unit 5, and this is your weekly checklist. So this time I'm starting off on our homepage, and you can see we have our regular old icons, but I did change the link for the brain. So we're still studying the brain, but we're just in Module 2, so in the second and final week of this module. So if you click on the brain icon, it brings you directly to the Module 2 checklist. And this is the Unit 5, Module 2, meninges and the spinal cord. Once I'm done with this video, I will link it to the weekly activity video here. And then the very first part that we're going to study is the sheep brain dissection. So now that you've learned all of the different parts of the brain, now we're going to take some time to actually look at a brain and to identify these structures. And so today, after your quiz, if you want to get ahead, you can start reading, and you should start reading the dissection guide. And you can even start working on these two activities, the external sheep brain structures coloring and the sheep human comparison coloring. Um, Later on tonight, I will complete the structures list and I will link it here. We are going to start sheep brain dissection on Monday, November 18th, and we'll carry on into Tuesday, November 19th. Now, some of you may only need one day to do the dissection, and that's fine. And then you can just continue on to do the rest of the activities that are in the module. I just want to impress upon you that just because we're waiting until Monday to start dissection, that doesn't mean that you wait to do anything in the module until next week. As you may have realized from the first week's module, if you wait too long, you're going to find that you don't have enough time to do all the activities. So once again, just in this module, just like in the last one, anything that is highlighted in light green, like the external sheep brain structures coloring and the sheep human comparison coloring, these two things are things that I would like you to please hand in for feedback. These are due on Wednesday, November 20th. All right, so that's part one. Part two is all about the meninges and the cerebral spinal fluid. We have two objectives here, 7-12 and 7-13. I'll let you read those. You can either read and take notes over pages 247 to 251, or you can watch the lecture video on the meninges. I will have a note sheet ready for you. And then lecture video 2 is about cerebrospinal fluid and how it flows through the brain. And I will have a note sheet prepared for you for that as well. I will put these on paper and link them to the module. Next, please complete the central nervous system protection handout, and I will have a formative for you. This is the only thing in this part that's actually needs to be turned in, and this is brain protection labeling. And again, since it's in light green, this is due on Wednesday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m. Part 3, the spinal cord. List the important functions of the spinal cord. That's objective 7-16. And then 7-17 is to describe the describe the spinal cord structure and explain how it transmits information to and from the nervous system. You can read and take notes over pages 252 to 255. Or you can watch the lecture video on the spinal cord. I think that in this area for part 3, there's a little bit more information about the spinal cord in the video than there is in the reading, just a little bit more, like just a term or two. And so if that's something that interests you, then I would certainly try and watch the video. Again, I'll have a note sheet for you to take notes. And then the only thing to turn in would be the spinal cord structure and function formative. Again, anything that's in light green is due on Wednesday, November 20th. And then even though this is part 4, the discussion board assignment, remember you can start doing this at the beginning of the module if you'd like. Your original post is due by Monday, November 18th at 11:59 p.m. You need to visit the website Medical News Today and in the search box type spinal cord injury. And then what'll pop up are a lot of different articles about spinal cord injury. I need you to choose an article, read it, and then just summarize it. And when I say summarize, I mean, like, again, not a doctoral thesis. I'm just looking for a paragraph, which is 3 to 5 sentences. Please be sure to put the link to your article at the bottom in case somebody reads your summary and is interested in reading the article themselves. They can just click on it and then it'll take them to the story. Your discussion response to peer, or the R2P, is due Wednesday, November 20th at 11:59. So please read one other student's post and then comment on something new that you learned from your classmate. Connect it to what you've learned in class about spinal cord structure or function. And just tell me where you found the class information that you're linking it to. Was it in lecture video 2? Was it in on a certain page in the textbook? I'm not looking for a full APA citation. I just want you to tell me, where did you actually find this information? And remember that your discussion post and your R2P, those are together worth 10 points. Here's the rubric that's going to show you how I grade that stuff. All right, and then here is a final summary about what's due when. So highlighted items in green are due on Wednesday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m. Those are the only things that I'm actually asking you to submit to me for collection. You're going to have a practice unit exam in class on Wednesday, November 20th. This determines your partner for the exam. It does not count for a grade, and no, you cannot use your notes. Finally, you'll have your partner unit exam. Now, this is over the whole unit. This is over both modules. Module 1, which was over the brain, and then Module 2, which is over the spinal cord and the meninges and the cerebral spinal fluid. So this is over the whole thing. And this is going to take place in class on Thursday, November 21st. Yes, you will have a partner unless you don't take the practice exam. Yes, this counts for a grade, and no, you cannot use your notes on this test. So I think that this proves to be a pretty fun module. Just make sure that you start working. I would encourage you to do a little bit of anatomy every day, even on the weekends. And also, oh, one other thing that I have to add to this is the link to the reflection page. So I will prepare that. Since the module doesn't officially start until Friday, you will have all the necessary documents that you need on this page by then. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope we have a great module. Bye.